Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Twisted Leagues. In this episode, I want to focus a little more than I have been on getting league points. We ended off the last episode with around 8k league points, and I calculated it earlier, and at the moment, Rune Rank is around 9.5k league points, so I need around 1.5k league points to catch up to Rune Rank, which likely will still, grow a bit further out of my reach, because there's still around 2 weeks left of the Twisted League at the time of recording this. But the reason I'm here by this pond in the woodcutting guild is because remember when I said a while ago how I was going to get 80 woodcutting and then just stopped at 75? Well, I'm back here to do just that. So come on, one more log. Of course it's taking forever now. There we go. There's 80 woodcutting, another 80 skill down, another 100 league points. So now we just need around, well, more like actually 1.3k, but let's just say 1.4k. So I would like to try and focus this episode a bit around skilling, but I also still need to do some Slayer, because one of the skilling methods I want to do kind of needs the rune pouch. So... and I still do have those clues I want to do, which also will give a fair amount of points. So I'd say this is a skilling episode, but it's probably still going to have a lot of clues in Slayer. Oh well. But I actually think the next thing I want to do is head over to the library, because I would like to get my rune crafting up for base 60s, because I'll get base 50s, 60 rune crafting, and base 60s, which is a fair amount of points. So hopefully that goes well. So I've been working at 50 Slayer tasks so I could buy a rune pouch for some skilling stuff, and I've been killing worms because I still would like the sword. And, instead of a sword, I've got a second harpoon. I am really disappointed right now. So, just to mention, this task will take me to 1,999 worms, and I'm currently at 1.8k, close to 1.9k worms. So I'm close to the drop rate. But the problem is, there's 4 1 and 2k drops. The only one of those drops I've gotten is the harpoon twice. I had never got knives, I never got thrown axes, I never got the sword. I know I definitely am, under the average of actually getting the sword, both the drop rate and, the probability. But it's really disappointing to only get the harpoon twice out of all those drops I could have gotten. Oh well, I'm still probably going to finish out 50 Slayer tasks here unless I do get the sword. But, yeah. So most of my initial shock and disbelief has worn off because I spent a few minutes fiddling with recording stuff because I've moved some stuff around my room recently, but there it is, the dragon sword. I finally have it. This has took me so long. I am over 2.5k worm kills. It's a 1 in 2,000 drop. Now that's not incredibly unlucky, but considering there's 4 1 and 2k drops and I only got 2 harpoons before this, it was pretty unlucky. So yeah, I finally got the sword. I can finally train melees effectively. And, well, I probably will still get a whip because I did hit 80 Slayer, and I did also hit 1750 total level, so those were some points. But yeah, I finally got the sword. I can stop killing worms now. After, I finished those 90. I might actually even just go skip this task and do something else. I'll decide, but I still need to get to 50 task, and if I scroll up, I believe this is my 49th task, so I might just finish this one and then get a new, or something else for 50. But I finally got the sword, it's over. I ended up skipping the rest of that worm task because I'm really sick of killing worms, and instead I actually went for Brutal Black Dragons. It was a bit tougher than expected, but I didn't get any notable drops and finished it, and then I went and did a Dust Devil task for the 50th task, which got me exactly 8.5k points, which is, at least some progress now that we're back to normal Slayer and not just worms. But the reason I'm here is because that got me a bunch of points, and if I think it's actually trade? No, it's rewards. Rewards and then buy. Yes. The rune pouch. So, also I got a key, so probably going to be nothing of note. Yep. So, yeah, but the reason I wanted the rune pouch so badly, and focused on it so much this episode, is because one of the skills I want to train is construction. But that means I'm going to be teleporting to my house, then to, Wintertodd for the bank, and, yeah, I realized it works a lot better if I have a rune pouch, so I can do 24 planks in inventory instead of having to do less because I had too many runes. That said, I also did a Dust Devil task, which got me dust runes, which meant I could have done it without the rune pouch. ignore that part. But now that I have the rune pouch, it should be a little easier. And if you look in here, I have all the planks ready to go, which should get me 80, which would be another 100 points. So I think I'm going to be working at that now. So I've been a bit all over the place this episode, and before I finish some of the previous things I said I was going to do, I ended up completing a bunch of clue scrolls, because, well, one, these are a lot of points, and I've been saying I'm going to do these for a while as well. So I not only have the easy, medium, and hards like I was planning to do, but I also managed to complete 2 elites before I realized I'm not going to get to 10 elites, so I'm not going to keep trying, and 10 masters. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of points. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the clips until I get something good from the caskets. So yeah, let's open these now. So to start off, let's open the easies. The main thing I'd want from this is, well, there's the bob shirt I'm not going to use, but a vestment top and also the cape of skulls. Oh, that's Team Cape Eye. Darn, I got excited for a second. So yeah, let's see what I get. Well, I didn't really get that much, or at least I didn't see anything of note, but there is 100 easy clue scrolls, which is 50 league points. Not that many, honestly. But yeah, there's all the loot. Got a team cape, but not the one I was hoping for, and I think aside from that, all I got was bob shirts and, oh, a staff of Bob the Cat. That's kind of unique. Now for the medium clues. To be honest, there really isn't anything I want. I mean, ranger boots would be nice, but, I mean, I already got the main items I want, so... Okay, there we go. 50 medium clues, which I think is another 50 points. Now, I was considering going for 100, but I actually cannot get medium clues that easily. There's not that many things that drop them, so I'm probably going to leave it there. But I did get a couple items of note. I got a Strength Amulet T, which is an upgrade or a cosmetic upgrade, and Holy Sandals, which honestly is probably the most useful of the boots I could have gotten. Now for the hard clues. Once again, I don't think there's too much I really need from these. I mean, there's a lot of interesting items, but yeah, if I could get more Blessed D'hide, that would be nice, and a Glory would be great if I could get it, but that's only the Glory T, which is unlikely. Okay, well, kinda wish this was the main game right now, a second ramen. Oh, armor braces though, that's kinda nice, you know, to match my outfit, but 9 left. Okay, there we go. All the hard clue scrolls and 100 league points overall. Pretty nice, actually. I got some Blessed Chaps. I mean, my outfit's all mismatched, but hey, Blessed Chaps is a small upgrade, and another Robin Hood is at least lucky, even if it's not really useful. I may have forgotten to enable the Mimic before opening the Elite caskets, but yeah, if I could get a Mimic, that would be more points, so I'm down for that. And okay, that's actually good because I need a combat bracelet and I need a ring of wealth, which is probably the best things I could have got from an elite. And there is 50 league points. And the second one just for the extra loot, nothing spectacular. So let's head back to the bank to open the masters. Okay, now for the masters. I actually don't know what I can get from these that are useful. Though if I did get the pet, that would be neat. So, yeah, let's just wait and see. It would be really cool if I could use the Dragon Halberd. I think those are the same as Green Dragonite Van Bracers, but they still look neat. And, oh, okay, I really would love to get some ornament kits, too. Or some useful ornament kits, and for a second I thought that was a pith helm. I'm just like, why is that in a master? So, come on, anything unique? Notable? Nope. That was actually pretty bad. I mean, we got some skilling resources and a lot of league points. If you see, the first one gave 100, and now that's 250. So yeah, we just got a massive boost of like 600 league points and a decent bit of gear upgrades, all things considered. I have to review some of the stuff I got, and wow, that's off Toadflex. Now I regret farming Toadflex. Yeah, overall, not that many gear upgrades, mainly just these two actually, and oh yeah, the Dragonstone, which is actually really big because I didn't have a ring, and now I have a combat bracelet, which are kind of best in slot, though I still need to get myself a glory. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up clues for the moment, and this was a huge step towards Rune Rank. You might have noticed that I've been fletching broad arrows in some clips, and that is because I decided to go for 99 fletching. So yeah, here that is. The main reason I wanted to go for that was just for the points. It's not really useful, it just was pretty easy to do because it was easy to get a lot of the broad arrows, and I also was using a lot of broad arrows at worms, but there's another 250 points. Also, since I don't have a better place to put this in, so some other things, I have been working on construction, but I did get 80 strength, and I did train at Sandcrafts for, well, 80 strength, 75 attack, and 70 defense with Dragon Sword, and I also did get 80 herb lore. So yeah, like I said, not really another good place to mention those. But as you can see, I'm making pretty good progress on points. At the moment, Rune Rank I think is 10k points, but from what I saw, it's projected to end around 11.2k. So I still have a good bit of points to grind through in the next, well, less than a week now. But I'm confident I can get them based on everything else I have planned. To follow up 99 fletching, I have 80 construction. It won't be this, it'll be this actually. And I do plan to build some portals and some other stuff now that I have the level. As you can see by my inventory, I'm actually going to make an achievement gallery and make the jewelry box just because I can. And I don't think they've added, actually, will it show me? Yeah, they haven't added the Arceus teleports yet, so I can't get Battlefront in here, but I can do Kourend Castle, and I'm also curious just to see if my Abyssal perk works on it. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some upgrades to the house now, just because, I mean, what else am I gonna do with this money? In the background, I've been doing farming for a while now. I got 85 a few days ago, and I continued and was able to boost to plant a redwood. Also, I got 200 farming contracts, and I'm soon to hit 300, and that's probably where I'm gonna stop. But yeah, checking a redwood is an elite league task, I believe, worth a lot of points. So let's just check it, and ta-da, 250, and we're at 990, so just like 100 or so off Rune Rank at the moment, although of course it's going to go up. But yeah, and I'm going to keep planting redwoods because, well, one, they do have a high pet chance. I prefer the pet on the main game than here, but alright, I need to boost the planet again. But the other thing I wanted to mention, so yeah, I have a Brutal Blue Dragon task at the moment. I did it because it's really not that big of a task, and I wanted to get these, so I can make anafires to kill them better, but I also got lucky and got a D-Med, which is the best in slot melee helm. I think the entire best in slot melee helm for leagues. I mean, I'm not sure how much meleeing I'm going to be doing at this point, but notable and worth bringing up. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit more farming to mainly just do the 300 contracts and maybe get a pet. That would be nice if I could because, you know, they carry over league to league. But yeah, that is a lot of points and we're closing out Rune Rank now. Today I've been grinding Slayer to try and get some points and doing a whole bunch of various tasks like Undead Druids here. But during that task I got some keys and I got a Dust Mystic Hat. So I think this is actually my best in slot magic hat because it's probably better than Xeric. But yeah, I'm not sure how much more I will be maging. But hey, that is a rare item at least, even if I'd have no use for it. But I plan to keep working on tasks. Actually, I was thinking of doing Banshees next, because I still would like to try and get some more Dark Totems if I can. And I also do want to work on getting a Superior, because there's a task, a 10-point task for killing a Superior, and I still haven't got any. Ignore the low health. I took a few hits setting up the recorder from the fire, and I've ran out of food. But yeah, I'm here at Drake's now, because I got 84 Slayer, and I can now kill them, and they're worth 100 league points. And speaking of points, I'm at what Rune Rank was, although it has increased a bit since I got this. But yeah, I'm only like, I think, 40 points off now or something. So this task will get for sure, but that actually just got it too. So yeah, 99 range. I've been using range so much for Slayer because it's just so good. You know, with the short bow and the focus, it's so high of damage. And I also think I should bank and not keep pushing my luck here because, oh, that's the wrong way to a bank. But yeah, so 99 range, that's 250 league points. That is now Rune Rank. I'm officially in Rune Rank, although before the league ends, it is going to keep rising. So I need to keep getting a few more points, which is, you know, good because there definitely are more things I was doing for points anyway. But yeah, the only other things I really need to note now is, like I said, I've been working on various Slayer tasks. I finished Necreals, which were such a slog of a task, but I finished them, and I also got my first Superior from it, the Necroarch. that was not easy. I did not have enough food to deal with that, but somehow I managed to kill it. And I also was maging Necreals at first and got 80 mage. So yeah. But yeah, there's 99 ranged. I sadly can't get the cape or anything, but that's my first and probably only combat skill that's going to hit 99 in this league. I finished that Drake task for another 100 points, but not only did I finish it, it seems they wanted to give me a little 99 gift, and they dropped me a Drake Claw and a Brimstone Key. So, well, first, Brimstone Key. Not bad. But the Drake Claw, this is the interesting one. I was actually hoping I might get this, because actually both of the Drake units are only 1 in 512 on task, not absurdly rare like the sword. But the Drake Claw is the one you use on the Boots of Stone to make the Brimstone Boots. And the reason I was hoping for this is because that was another league task for another 100 points. And this also means, I think this is my best mage boot. I have better boots for ranging, and I have the manacles for melee. But if I ever do any more in that dungeon, which I probably won't because I finished with worms and now I'm kind of done with drakes, well, this would be my best in slot boot down there, so oh well. But it is a league task. There is also the tooth I could use to upgrade the Holy Sandals to Devout Boots. But yeah, that's not a league task that I recall, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I do need another Slayer task, because now I'm 150k, roughly, from Abyssal Demons. So I forget which tasks I still have left, but actually, I know what I can do. So if I go to rewards, I have points saved up here. And I do want to unlock Lizardmen, and the other one is Red Dragons. And what we're going to do now is assign myself some Red Dragons. There we go, 84 of them. So now I can go down and work on the 4th Roast dungeon. I ended up doing 2 Red Dragon tasks and just killing the baby dragons. Originally I was planning to come down here, kill the Red Dragons, and craft, but I needed 73 crafting to craft the Red Dragon hide, and I realized it would take way too long to get 80. It would need, like 1,000 Red Dragon kills or something. So I just killed the baby dragons, and now I got the Temple Key, because I had some leftover dragon bones in my bag from brutal dragons and such. Now, I probably won't be able to get 80 pair either, because I also calculated that out, and it needs like 1,000 dragon kills. And even though I can kill the dragons pretty quickly, I was not up to grinding out 1,000 red dragons for 80 crafting and 80 prayer this late in the league. But with the Temple Key, I can at least open up the doors to make it a little easier to get around here. And yeah, 50 league points. We're doing pretty good for league points. The prediction of where leagues would end is around 11.4k. So, we're pretty close to that now. Another, 750 should be securing the Rune Rank pretty well, but, yeah, still a lot of tasks to work at, and also still, 100k Slayer experience till I can grind at that whip. Well, this is some amazing luck at some not-so-great timing. So I got this Abyssal Whip here on my first kill of my 3rd Abyssal Demon task, which was around kill 300, so definitely under the drop rate. But the reason it's not so great timing is because I decided to start this task while I was eating dinner. So it was a bit of a scramble to get everything set to record and move the food aside so I can record this clip. Oh well. But I got the whip now, and as that would suggest, yes, I did get 85 Slayer. And I also did an Abyssal Demon task, which was 100 points, and I got 80 attack, which was 100 points, so we're over 11k points now for the Twisted League. Now, I actually was thinking of ending this episode around here and doing another episode for the finale, but I think I'm just going to keep going with this episode and try and wrap up leagues in this episode, because I honestly don't have that much else to do, and, leagues ends in 4 days of the time of recording this. I'm recording this the Sunday before it ends, so, yeah. But I think I'm actually going to skip this Abyssal Demon task now, because I don't really need to kill them anymore. I got the item I'm after, and I need to go train defense, so I might keep doing that through Slayer just so I can try and get some totem drops, maybe imbued heart if I get lucky, although I've had terrible superior luck. I've only had 1 superior off Necreals, and I probably killed over 600 monsters that could spawn a superior, which means I should have had about 3 by now, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I do need to try and get 80 defense, but aside from that, I don't have too much else I really need to do. I still do need to try and get back to rune crafting, though I would like to try and finish that before the league's over. So, yeah. So one task I've been wanting to do for a while is blast mining. There's actually 2 tasks here, 100 points for admin ore and then 250 for rune ore. So I did some power mining of iron to get to 74, which means I could use Dwarven stats to boost to 75, which is what you need for runite at blast mine. And if that overlay is correct, I should get it now. Little experience drop, and ta-da, 350 league points. We're now well into Rune Rank, because the prediction was it would end around 11.4k, though it seems to have slowed down, so I don't even think it's going to end at this high, or I don't think I'll need even this much to stay in Rune Rank. But I'm going to keep going a bit more just to see what I can get. And the next thing I would like to work on is the thing I've been putting off for so long. I'm finally going to get 60 rune crafting for base 50s, base 60s, and 60 rune crafting, which is another like 250 points or something. After much stalling, I finally returned to the library to finish up 60 rune crafting. So, yeah, here we go. That book, and that 60 rune crafting. That's not important, but there we go. 60 rune crafting, base 60s. I also did get 250 books at the library and also 50 rune crafting. In total, that was like 250 more points. So, yeah, we're definitely in Rune Rank now. I actually just saw a different update that says it's predicted to end at like 10.7k, so we're 1k points over where Rune Rank likely will end. There still is a chance, though, there's going to be a big surge at the last minute from some people like storing up clues or other things like that to gain points, but yeah, I'm pretty confident we're in Rune Rank and I don't really need points anymore. But I still would like to hit 80 defense, and I still want to try and get some Sarachnis kills and do a little more 4 throws, but aside from that, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be doing for points in leagues. Well, I did manage to earn a few more points before the league ends, but yeah, I need to head to bed in a couple hours, and by the time I wake up, the league's going to be over. So this is going to be it for me. But yeah, the last few tasks I did do, I did hit 80 defense, I did get the 10 grubby keys, and I also did end up stealing 25 artifacts because it was a pretty quick task for 50 points. But I wasn't able to hit 12k, but I definitely should be Rune Rank. If Rune Rank jumps up a whole bunch, overnight, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. Yeah, aside from that, though, I did want to kind of go over some of the stuff I did. The first thing is, if we go to tasks, I completed all the easy tasks. That was one thing I was aiming to do, mainly with all the, like, one-off Slayer tasks. There's a lot more medium, though. I definitely can't complete all the medium. But to just look over all the tasks I have completed, just scroll through. Nothing too special. I think probably the most special one I did get was the Tench. And wow, there's a lot more tasks here than I remembered. I mean, I guess it is 219 as it says there. Huh? Oh wait, that's not completed, that's all. Whoops. Okay, should be a much smaller list now. But yeah. So yeah, I completed a lot of tasks. I'm happy with my progress. I kind of wish I did get to play more during early December, late November, but holidays and finals, made it hard to do that. But oh well, I got decent progress, I should be Rune Rank, and I probably wasn't going to get Dragon regardless. But aside from that, a couple things to note. I do have the collection log here, and I also want to just show my bank real quick, because there's honestly some things in here I didn't cover before. So I have a bunch of money and a bunch of alcohols I just never bothered with because the league's ending. I have nothing to use them on. I did get a shield left half. I forget where that was from, actually. But it was like one of the last things. Maybe even a steel dragon? I don't know. It was something I got like towards the end. A bunch of runes. I could take the Dust Mystic Cat, which is super lucky. And so not only did I get the dragon sword, I got 2 dragon hostas. And I actually did check before coming here. I only opened 67 brimstone chests, 2 hostas, and a Mystic Cat. So yeah, I ended up having pretty good dragon weapon luck after all, I suppose. Although, and I also did get 3 dragon meds. After I got the one off Brutal Blues, I got one off Brutal Blacks, and then one off of Mutated Bloodveiled. So, yeah, overall, I guess I'm pretty happy. I really wish I could have got dragon legs, though, but oh well. I mean, I got pretty good range gear. Fairly lucky, especially with the 2 Robins and getting the boots so early. And I also kind of wish I could have got, the Drake upgrade for the Holy Sandals, because I actually had Holy Sandals, but I only did the 1 Drake task, and I was lucky enough to get the Brimstone Boot upgrade, so I didn't want to go back there. And, even that fancy team cape, that's not the good one. And a bunch of potions. a lot of seeds. I never even bothered to put them in the seed vault, because why? Have tons of bank space, so it wasn't a big deal. And actually, I have a lot more ores than I would have thought. I kind of wish I could have got 80 smithing, but I didn't have the ores banked and didn't want to grind it out this late in the league. Similar situation for crafting and prayer. And yeah, some random stuff. This is pretty much a tab of everything I got that was useless for leagues. You know, like javelins I can't fire because I can't get a ballista sort of thing. And seeds I can't farm and, you know, that kind of stuff. And then the clue tab for all the other clue items. I did get the gilded vamps. They're just, you know, green vamps, so it's not worth using. And I also do find it neat how I did get the dragon mask, but, you know, not really much of a use for them. So, yeah. And also, just to check, I think the other tab here would probably be the most notable. Oh, 5 bones, decent amount of totems. Yeah, and a lot of Hesporices. I wish I had that many in the main game, honestly. I never seem to get Hespores in the main game. But, yeah. So I think that's going to be it for leagues. And the only last thing to note is this tench here. So I could cash this in for 50 points. But 50 points really won't do much. And just on the slim chance they let tenches carry over to the next league, I want to keep it. Because it's my first tench. They probably won't, but they did talk about possibly letting some other cosmetics carry over aside from pets. So, well, let's hope I might get it to carry over. But yeah. So that's going to be it for the league. I'm happy with my placement, or at least I really hope I place in Rune, and yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and well, I'll probably be playing the next league in the future, whenever that is. We'll have to wait and see though, it could be at a really awkward time for me. But after this, I should actually have an update for the Completionist Progress series, and more of that to come. And that's also where you'll see if I actually did get Rune Rank, and what I spend the points on. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, until next time, goodbye.